Hello and welcome to Creating with Christina. I'm Christina Reese and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today we're going to be making a card with the new Animal Outings stamp set. It has some really precious stamps. A little kangaroo with a koala in his pocket. A giraffe, rhino with a little bird on his horn. The sayings say, "Thank you big time. Together we make a great pair." There's a branch with a little frog on it. "Welcome, little one." A little detail stamp. It's a line with a little heart or two leaves. And "Wild About You." So we're going to make a card using this stamp set, and it comes with a matching framelit set. And right now, this year, when you buy these together, you get 10% off. So that's pretty cool. All right, so that is that. This suite also comes with this adorable paper. Oh my heavens. But what I really like about this paper, besides the really cute little animals on it, is the variety of colors you get with it. We have Call Me Clover, and that is from the brand new In Colors. There is Basic Gray, Berry Burst, and that was last year's new In Color. Lemon Lime Twist was also last year's new In Color. Calypso Coral, and then the browns and the tans. And each paper has these precious little animals, little frog, little birds, little these are what are these? Hippopotamuses. Okay. Anyways, really cute paper, and we're going to be using just a little bit of the gray today. Oh, there's also alligator. I had that hiding. I'm sorry. Now, let me give you a quick peek of what we're making today. So this is the card we're making. And I'm going to show you first how I got that sponged look. And what you're going to need is some painter's tape, some low tack painter's tape. And you take your card base, and our grid paper is perfect for lining up. So you get a perfect straight edge when you do this kind of masking. And just get yourself a piece of tape here. Whoops, I guess I don't need that much tape. There we go. Okay, and I want just a scant 1/4 inch here. And so I'm just kind of eyeballing it there. Good. And that should give me a nice straight edge there. I also want a straight edge about 2/3 down. So, once again, I'm using my grid so I stay nice and straight. And that's about right. Okay. I have a sponge, and I'm using Pool Party for my ink. Very easy to do sponging. It's one of my favorite techniques. And what we do is you dab your sponge into the ink, get some ink on it, and start where the tape is. Start rubbing the tape and then come out. If you start rubbing on the paper, you'll get a spot that's very difficult to blend. Okay. And now I want more in the middle here. Okay, that looks good. The next thing we're going to do, and this is from the Broadway birthday set, I wanted a little sparkle on my background, like a little detailed stamp, and I thought that would be really cute. So I pulled that stamp from the Broadway Bound set, and I'm using the Pool Party because I want it to kind of be a part of the background, not anything from the background. I mean, different from the background. And I know that my image is right here, so I don't need to worry about getting too many in there. Actually, I like that. That's enough. Okay, let's put that away. Do you all know about our chamois? If you haven't learned about this, this is the coolest cleaning tool. So what it is, it's a little rubber sponge, and I've run it under the water and gotten it nice wet, squeezed it out, and then I just put my stamp in there and rub it off. The ink stains the chamois, but it does not come off. So like this here, it's not going to come off. It's stained, but it's not ruined. You can still use it over and over again. Awesome. All right, cleaned that off. Now, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to remove this. When you remove painter's tape, please be very careful. The first one I did, I tore my paper. They said it's low stick, but obviously I must have gotten some really sticky painter's tape. And then look how clean that border is. Isn't that beautiful? And you just want to pull that off. Perfect. And this one. Oh, see how it tore the paper there? Ooh. Ah, darn it. Well, it's the back of the card, but still, that's frustrating. Just be real gentle when you're pulling up painter's tape. They say it's low tack, but obviously it's not. Now, look how clean those edges are. Is that not the coolest? All right. Okay. Now to create our little kangaroo, and I'm going to take some scratch cardstock here, and I need my kangaroo stamp. Okay, and I'm going to be using my blender pen. So, and I don't want the lines of my kangaroo to smear, so I'm going to use my StazOn, the permanent black ink. Some of you all have basic black archival ink. That's the same thing. We carry the StazOn in our catalog. All right. And perfect. Now, StazOn does not come off with water, obviously, it's permanent, but I could get a little less of it and clean it off a little bit. But it does stain the stamp, but that's okay, it doesn't ruin the stamp. The black's not going to come off onto your next project. Okay. I also need the Wild About You, and I'm going to do that in the Lemon Lime Twist. Put away my pool party. And I'm going to be fussy cutting out the Lemon Lime Twist. Oh, my Lemon Lime Twist is the only one that does this, but it's so frustrating. It comes out of the case like that. All right. Our new stamp pads do not do that anymore. We don't. It's so wonderful, but my Lemon Lime still does it. But anyways, I'm rambling, aren't I? Okay, what I'm looking for. Wild. Here we go. Wild About You. And ink it up real good. Make sure I've got a spot that's not dirty. It looks like I've got a smudge or something there. I'm going to come over here. There. Very nice. Okay. Clean that guy off. And I always like to put my stamps back right away so I don't lose them. Okay. Now, I said I was using the blender pen. Let me show you how I do this. I'm using crumb cake for the belly and soft suede for the outside part. And I just dip my blender pen, make sure it doesn't have any color on it, there, into the ink. Let me just show you what happens. See, it just makes it like a little marker. All right, and then I'm just going to quickly color this little kangaroo in. Okay, and there's no real right way to color, I don't think. When these blender pens, however, as you color with them, the ink does come off of them, so you get a lighter color the more you color with it, and that's good for like the little kangaroo's face, because you don't want a real dark face. You kind of want it darker where the crevice, you know, what am I trying to say? The bends, like underneath his little chin here, that would have a shadow, so it'd be a little darker there. They did some shading for you on the stamp, so you know that needs to be a little darker. Like I said, there's no real right way to color. Okay, that's its little body. And now I'm going to use the crumb cake for its little belly. Yeah. Make sure that's right. Yep, that's the color I want. And it's just a real light tan. Oops, I don't think I'm getting any on there. Yay. And my little koala bear is gray, and I'm using basic gray, which is a color I'm using. I'm just going to color in my little koala. And he's so little, he really doesn't need to be blended, but since I have the blender pen out, I might as well blend him. Okay. Let me get all the brown off of there. Yeah, it just kind of makes it nice and smooth. Okay. There, we've colored the kangaroo and we've stamped Wild About You. We need to cut Wild About You out. And like I said, I'm fussy cutting the Wild About You out. And I'll use the framelit to cut the little kangaroo out. And I just, use a little a little 1/8 of an inch to go around. And just kind of move it back and forth. Nothing real fancy, just, to kind of give it a little something. There, it's all cut out now. Wild About You. Put that there. Cut this off here. And give me just a sec and let me cut this kangaroo out. Let me get the animal framelits. Okay, I'll be right back. And voila! Our little kangaroo. So we have a little kangaroo and a little Wild About You. And let me move all this over to the side. Okay, I want to put my framelit back so I don't lose it. There we go. And where's my card? Here's my card. There's my bone folder. Get a nice good crease there. Okay, so I need, one more thing I need. I am going to cut out some little leaves that come in the framelit set here. These little leaves, I want these to give it a little something. So I'll be right back. Let me cut that out. Okay, I'm back. And there's my little twigs I cut out. Now let's put this guy together. Here I have a piece of the basic gray side of one of the designer series paper in the animal outings. The other side is the little hippopotamuses. And I've cut this at 1/2 inch by 3 inches. I did not want it to go all the way across. I only want it to go a little bit, and I want my kangaroo to come and sit right here. And so you have a little bit of this, the border of the pool party showing there. All right, get my tape runner. Okay. Right up to the edge there. All right, that looks good. And of course we need Stampin' Dimensionals for our little kangaroo. Okay, and one just fits his little head. And one here about in the middle of the body. Like I said, I want the border to show there. Okay, there we go. And now, These little twigs I want coming out from underneath Wild About You. I'm going to put some adhesive on the back to stick the twigs on with, but I'm going to pop it up with dimensionals. So, that there. Oh, come on, little guy. There we go. And this one. And I'm just kind of, holding it about where I want it so I can see where it'll stick out and not stick past the card. There we go. Okay, and now put a couple of dimensionals on the back here. Probably could have gotten away with one dimensional, but I just want it to be secure, so it's definitely secure. Okay. And put my little Wild About You right there. All right, ta-da! That's it. Isn't that so cute? I love it. I love it. One thing we could do, though, I didn't think, make these stars a little sparkly. I've got a Wink of Stella here in clear. Make sure it's still clear. Yeah, let me just... Now, this is water soluble, so be careful. Oh yeah, that kind of gives it a little bling. I love that. Yeah, Wink of Stella is so fun. It just kind of, I don't know if you can see that, but it sparkles now. Cool. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this. And if you have any questions, please email me, Christina at creatingwithchristina.com. All of the dimensions of this card will be on my blog, so you can see the exact measurements and close-up pictures. Once again, thank you. And also, I almost forgot, if you have not subscribed to my newsletter, I always have unique projects that I put on my newsletter that I do not ever put on my blog or on my YouTube. So if you want even more projects to work on, subscribe to my newsletter. And that you can find on my blog, creatingwithchristina.com. Thanks again. Bye, you guys.